Maybe a bit of an unpopular opinion for coaches and consultants, but I believe that 99% of coaches and consultants should probably never use ads or a sales funnel. And the reason I'm saying that is that's very similar to just learning how to ride a bike, taking the training wheels off, saying, yeah, well, I know how to ride now. I've ridden it like down the block. Strap some rocket boosters onto the side of the bike. And then what do we see? They crash and burn. Whereas the people that take the time to validate their offer, talk to their market, and then strap on those rocket boosters or the ads in the funnel, then we see their offer work. But they're often too fast to get into the ads in the sales funnel because that's just what we see online and wow, it looks really cool. But I had a client where he did this and he had spent, took Alex Hormozi's $100 million offer book and put together this thing that he was like, oh man, this is so irresistible. There's so much value here. And then what he found was he ran ads and had the funnel and he got a bunch of leads and traffic to it, but the leads didn't convert to sales. On the sales calls, people didn't understand what the offer was or get the value of it. And then so they were like, it kind of sounds cool, but like I'm going to wait for right now. I don't have the money. And he kept hearing all of these things. Whereas if he would have taken the time to just have those conversations with people without spending the money on the ads and the time to build all of the funnel and everything, and just went straight to having one-on-one conversations with people. It's not as scalable, but it's super valuable before you go to ads because you get that feedback and you get to talk to people and hear what they stumble over so then you can fix it and align your offer with where they're at. So that's what we did with him, and he started selling it from a Google Doc. He didn't even have a funnel. He didn't even have a website. He didn't even have anything. He just sold it from a Google Doc. And when we got it to the point where he was selling it consistently there, then it was like, cool, now we know how to talk about this offer. Let's bring it over to ads and build out your funnel using the messaging we found over here, talking to like 20 different people and selling it multiple times. Now let's use that in your ads and carry that through your whole funnel so that when people get on a sales call with you, they're almost pre-sold. And that's what we saw happen. People coming onto a sales calls already kind of like understanding what the offer was because they were actively looking for a solution to that problem, and he just positioned his offer there. And now all of a sudden he had much easier time selling them and converting the leads he was getting from his funnel. So if you are a coach or a consultant and it looks cool to like run ads and like, wow, I'd get a ton of traffic and I just need more eyeballs on my offer. If that's kind of where you're at right now, I would encourage you to, instead of building out a whole funnel and going ham on ads, use some of that ad budget to try and get some conversations started with people where you can just get on the call with them and talk them through what your offer is. Find out how they resonate with it. Find out what kind of feedback or opposition they have to it so that you can build that into your messaging and you can fix all that before you ever spend any time and money on the funnel and the ads. Because if you don't do this, what you're going to see is what happens to a lot of people. They get it all out, they spend, a couple weeks building out the funnel, they get the ads live and they're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. And then they become one of those stats where it's like, yeah, I spent about like $3 or $4 grand on ads and ads just don't work for me. It's because they didn't spend the time at the beginning to validate the offer. And it's not adding more to the offer, it's connecting it to what your people say they want. Even though your program might deliver something else or your services might deliver what they need, we need to connect with what they want. So they're like, yes, I do want that. Let me buy that from you. And then once they're in the door, you give them what they need. So if you are having trouble converting your leads into sales, or you're just having trouble getting those conversations, let's talk through what that looks like. Tell me what you're already doing and I can help you reposition it and fix it so that you can get ready to run those ads and build that funnel. All right, take care.